Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. For today, I actually had planned to make something else for lunch. I'm not feeling that great. So I'm going to make a congee, a rice soup. I didn't bring an egg, but I have this corn soup here, and I have dashi and green onions. I've got some other ingredients there, hopefully I'll be using tomorrow. So I will put the dashi and the rice in there, let it simmer till it begins to break down the rice, make it thick, and then I'll add in the corn soup, some green onions, and once I bring that back to a bubble and it's cooking for a while, then I'll show you guys what that looks like. Alright guys, so that has been simmering for about 15 minutes, and I forgot to tell you what's in there. It's about 2 cups of water, it's about 3/4 cups of rice. It was just cooked rice I had in the fridge from last night. It was one of these full of dashi, so probably about a tablespoon, and about a tablespoon of green onions that I threw in. This here is a corn pottage soup, so basically it's just like a cream of corn soup. I bought that from Walmart. I don't know if that's something that you can access. Really, it's just to add some additional flavor to it that I'm hoping will make it a little bit creamier, but also bring some additional salt. The amount of dashi that I have is just a little less than I'd like, so I'm hoping this will help. I think the last time I made this, I had put in more dashi than I did this time, plus I put in pot stickers. I have pot stickers in the freezer, but I think I'll use that for another recipe. So I'm going to go ahead and pour this in, and it's just a powdered, and then I'll let it cook for a little bit, and then I'll let it sit. And then between the additional cooking and then sitting, it should be perfect in like 10 or 15 minutes. Once it's done, I'll bring you guys back. Alright guys, so that is it finished. Let me show you. It'll actually thicken up as it sits. I should have started this a little bit earlier so I could let it sit a little bit longer, but I got busy with work and so it's definitely cooked. It was always cooked and it's heated through. The soup that I added, the cream pottage or the corn pottage, I'll insert a picture here if I can find something that is similar to it in taste. It definitely added a little bit of salt, so that's good. And I'm gonna let this sit for probably a good 5 or 10 minutes because it is piping hot. And then right before I eat, you know, I love me some French fried onions, and so I will be adding that to this, and then that will be my lunch. And when I'm done with lunch, then I'll come back and just end the video with my thoughts. So I'll see you guys in a minute. Lunch for today, Monday, December 7th, is some rice porridge, congee, juk, whatever you want to call it. I did add in some corn pottage. It was just a powdered soup, and then I just added some French fried onions on the top. I'd actually planned for something else for today, but I wasn't feeling that great, and this is sort of the equivalent of like a chicken noodle soup. It's a little salty, lots of carbs, it's warm. It's actually a bit cold in my office today, and so that should just hit the spot. And for breakfast, I didn't film it, I didn't even think about it, but I did pick up a chicken sandwich or a chicken salad sandwich on whole wheat bread with some lettuce from our little coffee kiosk here. I woke up hungry, and last night I didn't actually bring anything for breakfast, and I didn't have anything to eat here for breakfast, but that's lunch and breakfast for today. I will see you guys tomorrow. All right guys, so that's lunch done, and actually it was kind of bland, and that's actually what you want from a congee, a rice porridge, a juk. All of those names are the same thing, or mean the same thing, at least to me. Now if you hear drilling, I don't know what they're doing upstairs or outside the building, so I apologize in advance for that. I've tried to film this part like 3 times now. Yeah, that. Anyway, it was kind of bland in the beginning because rice porridge, juk, congee, whatever you want to call it, is supposed to be. It's supposed to help with your stomach, add a little bit of salt, add a little bit of warmth. But when I added the French fried onions, you guys know I love that stuff, and it absolutely helped. It boosted up the flavor, it boosted up the salt. There was no meat in this, and some of the congee or rice recipes or rice porridge recipes that I've seen, you start with a very simple base, and if you want to add more flavorful items on top, then you certainly can, because I think some people eat this when they're not feeling well, but then some people also just eat this because it's a really cheap way to stretch rice for a lot of people, and you can just keep warming it up. In fact, what was left here, I put in that little container, and more than likely I'll eat it for breakfast for tomorrow. So I will go ahead and put this up sometime in life. I definitely liked it, and I think I'm going to see if I can wash this and get it reasonably clean so I can just leave it. And then tomorrow, if my stomach's feeling a little better, then I'll actually make what I had intended to make today for tomorrow, or something like that. All right, guys, well, that's it for me for now. And as always, aloha.